Welcome to day 9, where we awaken our heart space and awaken our compassion. Let's start on heels. It will, by the way, be helpful to have a couple of blocks, though not totally necessary. It's not a deal breaker. Let's hang out on the heels, connecting as we do from tail to crown. Connecting into deep, full breathing and into Ujjayi breath, a friction sound at the back of the throat. With your next exhale, get the belly good and taut. And you'll take fingertips to the shoulders. Let's open the elbows, find an inhale. So belly strong, but heart wide open. On an exhale, pull the elbows toward each other, empty out. Again, inhale, ribs forward, heart lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale, empty out. One more time, inhale, open-hearted, shoulder blades squeeze, gaze up. Exhale, empty out. Come into neutral spine, make some big circles with these elbows. And the other direction too. Let's pull the right arm across your heart, help it. Switch sides, left arm across, can help it. Release the arms, send right ear to right shoulder. You can help it with your fingers. Through center, left ear, left shoulder, help it with your fingers. Head back up to neutral, then tip it over to the right, make half circles there. Back to center, over to the left side, half circles. And then back up to neutral. You're going to come high onto your knees, reach all the way up, open heart right away, squeeze the seat. Exhale, hands to earth, empty for cat. Find cow. Firm belly as you send the heart forward and then down. Snake into cobra, lift the heart. Find child's pose, split knees, reach the arms forward, chest toward earth. Changing it up now, come back onto knees, reach all the way up, open heart. Exhale, hands to ground, empty cat. Find cow. Neutral spine, strong belly, heart forward and down. Lift into a higher cobra now. Stay. Heart forward, shoulders back. Let's breathe. Send the heart forward and then press into puppy pose. So reach your arms forward, chest comes down. Point the sits bones high. It's either forehead, nose, or chin down. Aiming for chin if that's possible. Come back up, climb on back to heels. Once again, high on knees, reach the arms up, open heart. Exhale, hands to earth, adding on, empty out. Cow, arching, seat to tail. Exhale, neutral spine, firm belly, heart goes forward, lower. Split your feet wider than the mat and lift high up into cobra. Heart forward, squeeze the seat. Let's just stay. Breathing. there's any pain in your lower back, squeeze the seat a little harder. Drag your chest forward. Now bend both knees. Gaze up like you could touch your head towards your toes. 5 breaths. Pressing the seat toward the ground, hips toward earth. One more full cycle breathing. And then extend the legs. Dip the chest down. Come onto all fours. If you've got blocks nearby, take them. Headed back into puppy pose. So this time the puppy with the elbows up on the blocks. If puppy was already feeling too tight for you, you could take your arms on the ground a little wider, or come back to that more neutral puppy without the blocks. All right. Chest toward the ground. If it touches too easily, walk your knees back. You want there to be some suspension so we get some openness through chest and shoulders. Let's breathe. And crawl in a bit. Sit back on heels, remove your props. Still adding on. Come high onto knees, arms up. Exhale, hands to earth, empty cat. Inhale, arching cow. Exhale, neutral spine, chest and chin lower. This time come into up dog, so hovering the hips, heart forward, squeeze the seat. Through to downward facing dog. Let's make some movement. Rocking hips side to side, for instance. Sweep your right leg up high. Open that hip, bend the knee. Let your heart point over to the right. Big, long, strong arms. Right knee will tap left tricep. Empty out. Kick back behind. Do that one more time. Knee taps the tricep. This time you'll kick the foot off, let it land. Back heel comes down, left arm reaches across your ear line. Open the whole front body upward in fallen triangle. Big breathing. On an exhale, left hand rolls down. Sneak the right knee to your nose. Rock over to left side plank. You can encourage the right knee up with your hand. Big breathing. You can step behind. Find wild thing. Right arm reaches up as the hips reach high. Draw the right knee in towards your chest. As you step, right foot to the top of the mat. Climb on in for peaceful warrior. Left hand slides down, right arm reaches up. You can draw right hand right behind your head, open the heart. How full can the breathing be? Exhale, rolling down. Find your way through flow. Any way you like. Downward facing. Sweep your left leg up, open that hip, bend the knee, point your heart to the left, long in the arms. On an exhale, knee taps, right tricep, empty out. Sweep back behind. Tap the tricep again, but kick the foot off for fallen triangle. Back heel down, right arm reaches up, front of the body lifts. Find a breath in. Exhale, roll your right hand down. Left knee to nose. Rock over to right side plank. You can encourage the left knee to open. Gazing high if possible. Now focus on the breathing. Take a step back, long left arm, find wild thing. Squeeze the seat to lift it high. Draw the left knee toward your chest. Two-step left foot to the top of the mat. Big arms will take you to peaceful warrior. Lift your heart. And slide left hand behind your head. Big open lungs. Full breathing. Big inhale, exhale, roll it down and around. Take your Vinyasa, whatever that looks like. Into downward facing. Let's continue the heart opening. Set your knees down. This time come all the way onto your belly. If you've got a block or even a pillow or a blanket roll nearby, you can place the block underneath your sternum. Feels awkward at first, but lovely after a while. We're going to get into the upper spine. So keep your feet about hips distance apart. Lift the chest. If you'd like to go further, bend the knees. Can you reach the inner ankles? Kick back as you lift your heart. Squeezing seat, little energy between your knees. Breathe. Big inhale, and then exhale. Come all the way down, remove the block, and push into child's pose. You might even keep your knees together this time, arms alongside your body for full rest. Climb on up to heels. I'm going to set you up in a camel this time. So knees, hips distance apart. I'm a believer in tucked toes. It helps you access the backs of the legs quite a bit. So you can squeeze your seat, lift your heart, and then send it back. One hand to one ankle, the other hand to the other. Lift your heart, hips forward, gaze up and back if you can. 5 full breaths. Ustrasana. Whole length of the spine participating. Front ribs opening wide. Big inhale, come all the way up, reach up. And then exhale, sit down on heels with untucked toes. Give yourself another child's pose. We've got more back bending to do. Now climb back up. If you've got blocks, you're going to stack one on top of the other, the wide way on top of your mat. Take a hand, take both hands onto the blocks. Send your seat back enough so you can suspend your heart, let it come down. Now if you want to, you can let the gaze drift down or the head drift down, but if you're feeling very open, you want to get even more open, lift your gaze so you're bending at the neck, you're back bending at the neck. Roughly 6 full breaths. Point the sits bones actively high. If it's too easy, you might walk your knees in a little closer. Aiming to keep your arms straight or almost straight. And then pop off. Let's sit down, rest the arms and shoulders. Let the palms face up. All right, yogis, we're coming on into a wheel practice now. So you're going to come lie all the way on your back. Bring the heels in really close. We'll start in a bridge position. Heels at the sits bones, lift your seat, interlace fingers underneath you, send the shoulder blades together. Activate the seat. Now you're welcome to stay here or to pull this up into a wheel. Plant your hands, climb onto head, and lift up. First one's a warm-up, 5 breaths. Look between your hands. And then slowly lower. Draw your knees in, hug yourself tight. Okay, next one, we're going to set up the same way with the option to aim for straight legs. Not by walking your feet forward, but by keeping them where they are and aiming for straight. So lift your seat, interlace fingers, draw the shoulder blades together. Activate behind the seat. Plant your hands. If you want to, climb into wheel. Keep your feet where they are. Press your heart through your arms as you aim for straight legs. They don't have to be straight. 4 more breaths. Heart through, gaze toward fingers. and then tuck chin, slowly lower. Draw the knees in for recovery. Even the chin can tuck. Okay, final one. Setting up, this time our aim is to send the heart through the arms as much as possible. If you've got a wall nearby, you can set up with your head facing the wall and aim to literally smush your chest up against it. Climbing in, lift the seat. Shoulder blades toward each other. Activate behind the legs. Plant hands, come onto head. Press up. You might be able to walk your feet in a little closer. Even walk your hands in a little closer. Set the heels down. Gaze toward fingers. Press your chest through. One more full cycle breath. And then set it down slowly. Draw the knees in. Squeeze tightly. One option for recovery is to roll up. Pull the knees in by your ears. Give it a squeeze. Another is child's pose. And we'll roll out slowly. And you have done it. Another practice complete. You've done what you've set out to do. Let's spread out. Make our way into a brief Savasana. You can always pause this and take a longer one. Allow the heart to slow. Any sense of control will dissipate. Please, yogi, feel free to stay much longer, but if you're ready to climb up, we'll climb up. Well done yet again. Stay with it. Namaste. Be well.